Chandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishna Krishna Bhakta Tad Bhakta Namo Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, my devotee Dandavat pranams to Lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Nitya Preshta Vishnupad Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shiksha Gurudeva Sam Vishnupada Stotra Sati Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj Shrimati Krishna Priyata Purani Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, especially today to the lotus feet of Srila Narottam Das Thakur on his disappearance day. Dear Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Pujapada Damodar Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. So, during this month of Kartik, we celebrate many disappearance and appearance days of Vaishnavas. I noticed more disappearance days and appearance days, some of appearance, but mostly disappearance. So Vaishnavas enter the eternal abode in this month. This is very much Siddha period, very much perfect period to do that. So Srila Narottam Das Thakur also chose this particular day for entering spiritual world. Champaka Manjari, we heard the eternal service, divine couple, Shishi, Radha and Krishna. So he was the proof that it doesn't matter where the Vaishnava is born, the great Vaishnava is born. So he was the son of Sri Raj Krishnananda Datta. The mother's name was Narayani. So he was in the family of Kayastas, landowners. So there were many people who were envious, but he didn't stop his preaching. I think there was one king who was worshipping Shiva, isn't it? So he was very envious towards Narottam Das Thakur, and he sent his best pandits, I think 2 pandits came, for Keturi.
No
Brahmanas.
No, angry at Narottam. He's no Brahmana, why is he
Yes, he's initiating Brahmanas, exactly, being a Kayasta. So I didn't read it today, so anyway, from my memory. So he sent the 2 Brahmanas, 2 great knowledgeable people, to challenge him for a debate. Narottam Das Thakur knew about that, and his very close associate, a disciple of Srinivasacharya called Ramachandra Kaviraj, who was also a very, very dear friend of his, and his first disciple, best disciple, Sri Ganganarayan Chakravarti, these 2. Ganganarayan Chakravarti Samadhi is just on the right of Sri Narottam Das Thakur's Samadhi here in Vrindavan, in the courtyard of Radha Gopalananda temple. So they positioned themselves to be like pan sellers and pot sellers. So they were meeting those Pandavas, and since they were expert in Sanskrit and grammar and
Pot means cooking pot.
Cooking pot, yes. So spiritual knowledge. So they met those Brahmanas and they were asking, oh, how do we find Narottam Das Thakur? And they, the pot sellers, pan sellers, answered in perfect Sanskrit, first-class Sanskrit. So they explained in Sanskrit how to find Narottam Das Thakur. So they were taken aback. What? His pan sellers at his Keturi festival are speaking first-class Sanskrit. They know obviously all grammar shastras and all Vedas, etc., etc. So, we better take away. We better give up the idea.
Also philosophical.
Yes, there was a debate. Maharaj will tell more, just feeling brief, because I have one special subject from yesterday also, so related to this day. So the glories of Srila Narottam Das Thakur was that we heard from Giridhari Prabhu. We told a lot in brief that Sri Narottam Das Thakur is the recipient of Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. Nityananda Prabhu is one of the Prabhutrayas, so Narottam Das Thakur is Nityananda Shakti, therefore, and Sri Shyamananda Prabhu is Advaita Shakti, and Srinivas is Gaura Shakti. Srinivas is Gaura Shakti, and Shyamananda Prabhu is Advaita Shakti. So they were very, very, very special personalities carrying the Shaktis of Nityananda Prabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Advaita Prabhu directly. So Mahaprabhu preserved Nityananda's mercy, especially for him when he stopped. After visiting Rupa and Sanatana and Panihat, he continued his journey, and when he approached the river Padma, then he put in all of his dear Nityananda Prabhu's mercy into the waters of Padmavati. He started shouting, Narottam, Narottam. So his associates couldn't understand what that means. Narottam means the best of humankind. So then when Padma River was receiving that mercy, she was asking, how will I recognize that Narottam has come? Your waters will be automatically turbulent. So when Narottam became 12 years of age, he approached that place. He was walking and approached that place by the river Padma, and the river Padma automatically became very turbulent. The waves were going high, and she became so ecstatic. So then, from those waters, all the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu entered Sri Narottam Das Thakur's heart. So these stories are very miraculous, but actually that is supreme truth. The supreme truth is that this parampara, coming from the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, is carrying the unprecedented mercy, unprecedented love, prema. So in our parampara, whatever disciple takes initiation from Shri Guru inserts that same love, that same prema into the heart of the disciple. So very exemplary is his meeting with Srila Lokanath Das Goswami. Already we mentioned, but I want to stress certain points about that. So although he was rejected, although Srila Lokanath Das Goswami was the first Brijbasi, actually his samadhi is also there in the courtyard of the Radha Gokulananda temple, along with Bhugarba Goswami. Bhugarba Goswami's samadhi we visit every morning during Parikrama of Radha Damodara. So they were the two first Brijbasis. They came here even before the six Goswamis. So Lokanath Das Goswami was performing his bhajan, and Lokanath Das Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur had a great conviction. I have to take shelter of him. I have to take shelter of him. If I ever take shelter of anyone, that will be that personality. So he was secretly cleaning his place of ablutions, where he was passing to, purifying himself. So secretly sitting there at midnight, he was cleaning everything, sprinkling with aromatic water, etc. So then Lokanath Das Goswami didn't like that, and he was deliberately staying there at night, trying to see who is that intruder. So finally, at midnight, he caught him red-handed. Hey, who are you? I told you I will not accept any disciples. Why are you violating my order? Oh Gurudev, if you don't accept me, then my life will be finished. I cannot continue without your mercy. Please accept me, please accept me. So finally, Srila Lokanath Das Goswami saw the conviction of the young man, young son of a king actually, of Zamindars, and he accepted Srila Narottam Das Thakur. So he became the one moon. What's the use of so many stars if there can be one moon? So he became one moon, and the great comparison to that is the reception of Srila Gopkishore Das Babaji's mercy by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was rejected how many? 18 times, I think. Finally, he received his mercy. So we are taking that example. Kandiya, Pranadara Kiva. So I will be crying and crying desperately until life leaves me, unless you give me a mercy. So finally, I wanted to mention one great Vaishnava whose disappearance day was actually yesterday. That is Srila Nitya Parishtamashnapada Srimad Bhakti Vicharya Jawahar Maharaj, a great devotee, the last sannyasi disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It is said that he was born on Srila Narottam Das Thakur's disappearance tithi, but somehow or other on Shashti he was born. But anyway, today is Saptami, so there's one day difference, maybe it's just this year. So Srila Yajavar Maharaj was born in a Brahmana family. When he was very young, he had an astrologer's prediction. Him and his friend. Oh, you'll have to marry. You cannot escape that. You'll have to marry. The astrologer said. But then when he came to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada's presence, he received initiation and name. She Sarveshwar Brahmachari is born, named by birth was Sarveshwar. So he received that name Sarveshwar Brahmachari. So Srila Prabhupada saw his exalted qualities and he wanted to make him sannyasi. And he said, I'm going to give you sannyas. But he said, oh Prabhupada, actually I know your intention, but also my astrologer when I was young, he told me that it's not possible for me to take sannyas and to lead the life of renunciate. So I'm afraid that material desires will attack me and I will not win that fight, with the senses. But Prabhupada said, don't worry, just take shelter of Abhaya Charan Ravinda Krishna, whose lotus feet bestow fearlessness. So therefore, the young brahmachari, Sarveshwar Brahmachari, became fearless, and there was not even a tinge of material desires in his heart by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So he got sannyas in 1936. There were not so many sannyasis, I think 18 sannyasis of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, given by him directly. So he became very, very prominent preacher. He wrote a poetic commentary on Bhagavad Gita, Sri Bhagavad Gitamrita, where he presented some of his songs, like verses, very nice Bengali verses. And I remember just one episode to finish with. There was one devotee in the mat.
You have to tell, when he went back to the astrologer.
Oh yeah.
You know this story? When he went back to his astrologer, the astrologer looked his hand.
Oh yes. Sorry. Yeah, when he came back to astrology, the astrologer noticed that those lines which were like critical disappeared. So we remember.
And then the astrologer said, I've heard karma changes by bhajan, now I'm seeing proof.
Yes. Astrologer said that I heard that karma changes by bhajan, now I can see the proof. So we remember also the words by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami or Prabhupada to the devotees that when you clap by singing Hare Krishna Kirtan, then your karma changes, then your lives change. Yeah, so there's another story. There was a devotee in the mat.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yes, so thank you, Shama. A very nice song, but anyway, we have to go on. So in the temple there was one devotee and he became very sick. Actually, something happened with his fingers. I think one finger. And finger was about to be amputated. So his doctor said that, I'll give you some time, but after a few days, you have to come and we'll put you to hospital and amputate your finger. So he came back. He was actually, I think, disciple of Srila Bhakti Vicharya Yajavar Maharaj. And he said, listen, I think that you have committed some offense, some aparat. So you go to all those devotees, you think you have committed aparat. Can you think who you have offended? And the devotees started thinking, oh yes, I think I've offended one person, but that person is no longer here, he passed away. The person passed away. Then Srila Yajavar Maharaj said, you go to the place of his burial, like his samadhi, where his ashes are there. You go to that place and beg for forgiveness for me. So he went to that place and was crying and chanting the holy name, begging for forgiveness. In a few days, everything became all right with his finger. Everything became completely all right with his finger. He went back to the doctor and the doctor said, listen, what medicine have you been taking? That's a miracle. Your disease is totally gone in a few days. So no need of any amputation. So that's a very, very instructive story for some of us who have something with their fingers. So, and in general devotees. So, Narottam Thakur, Maharaj requested me to tell, at the end of his life again approached the Padma river waters. He wanted to take bath and he started doing that, but Padma